Well, hey! How are we doing? It's Tuesday. I've just finished my call with my group. I finished that a little while ago, and I've just done a video in the swing challenge for those guys as well, and I'll tell you a little bit about that in a second. Now, I go on a lot about the amazing results we get at BKS, right? Bath Kettlebell Society. Because we do, right? Now, obviously, I pick and choose some of the best results because, that's what people are after, right? That's what people want to hear. So we've had, one guy who's lost 8 stone over the last year, and he's feeling much better and fantastic and all that sort of stuff. And we've had guys who were taking lots of medication who've come off it and all of that, right? So that's progress for them, right? So this is one of the things about when you see people in gyms, you see what's happening here, you see the guys, like today they were chucking around a 40-kilo bell. It's like, well, I'm never going to be able to do that. Jason's on. Jason's one of the guys who I was talking about in the group, in the swing challenge group, and I'll mention that in a minute. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, so, hello Jason. So you see, you might see some of these people chucking around big bells or whatever. They couldn't do that when they first started, okay? That's the progress they've had. Now, there's one of the guys who I was speaking to this morning, and he cycled in. And he hasn't done that before. He's got the week off work, so he's got plenty of time in his hands. So he's like, I'll cycle in today. So he turned up early. I'd just finished doing my workout. I had a 7 till 8 session. I did my workout in between, and then one at 9:30. He turned up at 9:10. Luckily, I'd just finished, so I wasn't still going, and I'd got my breath back, so it was all right, I could speak. So he turned up early, so I was like, right, let's get cracking. We just had an extra long session for him, which was fine. And he was telling us that he cycled to work. He cycled to work like he was doing that last summer. He joined last September. And he was cycling to work, and he said on the way to work there's a hill that he's never been able to get up. And he cycled to work last week or whenever it was, and after coming to BKS, he cycled to work and he got up this hill no problem. Absolutely no problem. That's progress. It doesn't matter how much weight he's lifting. It doesn't matter, how strong he is or whatever. Well, it does, but it doesn't matter how strong he is compared to you or anyone else who turns up. He's done something that he couldn't previously do. Brilliant. That's all we want, right? That's all we want. Another guy who started a couple of weeks ago, was having a little problem with one of his shoulders, and we worked it out, and he was struggling to get his shoulders to do that, basically. So yesterday we did something. I'd give him, in the private group that we've got and all that, I gave him some stretches to do, some mobility to do, some of the best stuff specific to him, and just said do that at home. And then yesterday we were doing something, and he finally knew what I was talking about. This is after a couple of weeks. He's like, oh right, okay, I can feel that. And it was like, right, just watching his elbows, the way they moved, and it was like, that's progress in 2 weeks. So it doesn't matter how much weight he's lost, it doesn't matter how much strength has gone up or whatever goals you've got, that's progress. Because then he can move better, and it's getting rid of a little bit of pain. That's cool. Craig's on! So, that's what progress looks like for these people. Okay? So it doesn't matter how much you can lift, it doesn't matter how much anyone else can lift, okay? The challenge